that, see, everybody doesn't have a conversation of lack. We don't, because we're here. And if we had we wouldn't have got here. It's an illusion. The universe is abundantly prosperous, and so are we. You see, and when we're feeling lack, we're unplugged for our source of abundance. So there's abundance in unity and cooperative economics, not just during Kwanzaa season. You see, cooperative economics, or the Nguzo Saba, that's the very foundation of black nationhood, cooperative economics. So we're a collective, you see, and our strength is in our unity. You see, it absolutely is. You wanna share, sis? You ready? You introduce yourself, Rose? Nah, it's okay. Anybody else? Okay, we're going down the list. Okay, let's do this then. I'm just looking at you. I'm feeling you. And Denise Muhammad and my brother Sultan Muhammad. I'm so glad that they're also in the Atlanta area. Brother Sultan. Looking forward to hearing you.
Greetings, family. My name is Sultan Muhammad. We're coming from Lithia Springs, Georgia. This trip has been most enriching. You know, our trek to the orphanage through the back streets of the city allowed me to see the humble state of our people, and I was very saddened by it. But arriving at the orphanage and realizing that we were bringing hope and supplies to the future of Africa, it heightens my spirit. And also having an opportunity to basically adopt a young man that I intend to support with some time in the future made me feel very good.
Yeah.
And one of the most enriching things was back in the late 60s when I became involved in our human rights struggle. I was introduced into Pan-Africanism, which I have been growing in ever since then. And my firstborn son at that time received the African naming ceremony. Yeah. And being a male child born on a Tuesday, he was named Kwabena. And now arriving here in Ghana, and our tour guide being Kwabena is almost an affirmation that the ancestors are acknowledging it.
Yes, yes.
And also, he expressed an interest 2 years ago in getting involved in the solar energy business. And also directly he expressed interest in coming to Africa doing the laundromat business. He has just now opened his first laundromat in Perry Valley, Wisconsin. So we will be in touch with the Obama Network. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have to say that this trip has been evolutionary because we went through let's just put it this way, we went through a major life challenge a couple of years ago. And whenever you go through a challenge, we got to the point where we got a sense of balance. Then once we got a sense of balance, challenges presents to me a learning opportunity. Once I sat back and reflected on why we're trying to answer the question, why did we go through this? So I came up with a to-do list because, like someone else said, tomorrow is not promised to you. And until you go through one of those life challenges and it hits you right at your face, you don't really come to understand that you need to do what it is you need to do today. And my husband and I had been talking about going to Africa 15 years ago. Now, I'm the savior in the family, so I started an African fund. And so my husband didn't know how much money was in the fund, but I just started diverting money into the African fund. I was at church Monday, and a member had just completed the tour with Bomani. And I said, you know, my husband and I are interested in going to Africa. So she gave me the website. I went on the website, I read it. Your website is out of sight. I went on the website and I read it, and I just said, I just felt that this was for me. I took some notes, I emailed him. Little did I know he was going to call me back so quick. I had already started an Africa file. I'm old school. So I had this file. I already started this file. So I told him, hold on for a minute, I got to run and get my notes. And so I was talking to him. He answered all my questions. And so then I approached my husband. I said, you need to go to the site and read up on this tour. And with my husband, I always time things. Gave him 1 week, no response. So I approached him the second week. I said, I appreciate it if you would go online and read up on this. So eventually he went online and he said to me, he's like, what do you know about this? I said, listen, I spoke to Bomani. I said, I feel very good about that man. I said, I think this is the person that we need to go with. And he said to me, as he always does, you need to stop just being out there, Denise, because you do not know this man. But from that site, and after talking to Bomani, I knew that the trip was on. But what I did not know this, that the people on the trip was going to help to define this trip. This is a wonderful, glorious group of people.